All right, let's talk about your browser. If it's the command center for your work, it is time to stop fighting it and start making it work for you. We're going to take that chaos and turn it into a high-performance workspace using tools that are already built right into Chrome.
So, does this look a little too familiar? Yeah, that sea of tiny, unreadable tabs. Each one is a different task, a different project, maybe even a different fire you have to put out. It's supposed to be our digital workspace, but honestly, it just feels, well, overwhelming. You know what you need is in there somewhere, but finding it feels totally impossible.
You know, there's actually a name for this feeling: tab anxiety. It's that constant, low-grade stress you get from knowing the info you need is somewhere in one of those tabs, but you just can't get to it. And this isn't just about being messy. It's a real drain on your focus and your productivity. Today, we're going to fix it with 3 native Chrome features. No extensions needed.
Okay, our first tool is the absolute bedrock of an organized browser: tab groups. And look, this isn't just about making things look pretty. This is about creating logical, separate workspaces that let you switch between different projects without completely losing your mind.
And creating a group is ridiculously easy. You just right-click a tab, hit Add Tab to New Group, and then give it a quick name and pick a color. After that, you just drag and drop any related tabs right into it. Simple as that.
But this is where the magic really happens. When you name a group something like Project Phoenix or Q3 Report, you're creating a mental bucket for that work. The colors give you these instant visual cues. But the killer feature? Collapsing. With one click on the group name, you can hide an entire project's worth of tabs. It just cleans up your workspace without closing a single thing.
Now you can take this to a totally professional level. For an IT or an ops team, you can build a whole system around this. Red, that's for a P1 critical incident, no questions asked. Blue is for your day-to-day sprint tasks. Green is for that background research you're doing. All of a sudden, your tab bar isn't just a messy list. It's a dashboard that tells you what's important at a single glance.
So that's tab groups. Now, let's build on that with our second tool. While tab groups are for your active projects, pinned tabs are for your permanent, always-on applications. Think of these as your anchors in the middle of a digital storm.
So, it's really important to understand that these two types of tabs have totally different jobs. Standard tabs are for your tasks, the temporary work you're doing right now. Pin tabs, on the other hand, are for your tools. When you right-click and hit Pin, they shrink down to just the icon on the far left, they never move, and you can't accidentally close them.
So what should you pin? Easy. Think of the apps you have open all day, every single day. Your email, your team chat, your calendar. And for tech pros, this is absolutely your main Jira board, your key monitoring dashboard, and your PagerDuty alerts. Pinning these creates a stable, predictable foundation. They're always in the same spot, ready to go.
Okay, so we've organized our work into groups and we've anchored our essential tools with pins. But what happens when you still have dozens of tabs open and you need to find one specific thing right now? Well, that's where our third tool, Tab Search, becomes your best friend.
You need to burn this shortcut into your muscle memory. Control plus Shift plus A. That's Command plus Shift plus A on a Mac. This one shortcut is your key to instantly finding anything across your entire browser, no matter how bad the tab situation has gotten.
And this thing is so much more powerful than you might think. It doesn't just search the window you're in. It searches every single tab across all of your open Chrome windows. And here's the best part. It even searches your recently closed tabs. So it's a safety net. If you accidentally close that one critical document, you can find it and bring it back in seconds.
All right, we've seen the tools. Now let's put them all together and see how they work in a realistic, high-stakes scenario that, let's be honest, every IT professional has lived through.
The alert comes in. A critical production database is down. The pressure is on. Big time.
And at that exact moment, this is your browser. 50 tabs open. 50! All from the 3 different projects you were juggling just a minute ago. The information you need is in there, somewhere.
Your goal is simple, but it is urgent. You have to find the specific Jira ticket for this incident and the AWS monitoring dashboard for that database. Wasting even a few seconds scanning tabs is not an option. So what do? There's no time to scan. You hit Control-Shift-A, type Jira 404, and boom, you instantly jump to the incident ticket. You do it again, type AWS DB, and there's your monitoring dashboard. With those key tabs found, you select them, right-click, and create a new bright red tab group called Incident 404-DB. In seconds, you've cut through all the noise and built a dedicated command center for this incident.
And you can see how these features map directly to a professional incident response workflow. Your pinned tabs, PagerDuty and Slack, help you detect the issue. Tab Search lets you triage and find information instantly. Tab Groups become your coordination hub, your command center. And when it's all over, you can collapse that group to focus on other things or even bookmark the whole group for the post-mortem report later.
So by combining these three simple native tools, you move from a state of total chaos to a state of complete control. Your browser stops being a source of anxiety and becomes what it was always meant to be, a genuine, high-efficiency command center.
And that's really the key takeaway here. This is not just an exercise in being tidy. This is about giving yourself a strategic advantage. When your browser is organized, you reduce your cognitive load, you make better decisions faster, and ultimately, you become way more effective. It really isn't about being neat, it's about being efficient.
So take a look at your browser right now. Is it a cluttered mess or a clean workspace? Because the next high-pressure moment, it's coming. The only question is, will your command center be ready for it?